Big contact with the 42 of Justin Marks, and the caution comes out once again. So Marks with hard contact. Justin, one of the drivers that was running up front and had come to pit road on lap 67. Take a look at what happens here. Daniel Suarez in the 19 coming up on the 42.
So 19 was trying to go to the bottom, and Marks was going to the bottom, and 19 just needed to check up just a little bit and give him some room, and when he got the car overcorrected, it hard impacted the wall.
Huge impact.
Yeah, it is. You see how easy it is when that car starts to spin. You want to turn the wheel to the right to keep it from spinning, but if you turn too much wheel to the right, it hangs a right, and it makes heavy head-on contact.
That shot straight up the racetrack after he overcorrected, and Justin Marks hard contact. Take another look. 3,400 pounds of race car off the ground after slamming into the wall.
It's just not hardly in a race driver's makeup to just turn it left and spin the car out. But in those situations, that many times is the best thing. You can see just how quickly this car snaps and goes straight to the right.
Glad to see him walking. That's a heavy input. That's why, even though we talked about the end of those safer barriers, us not liking them, we love the safer barriers being on the racetrack. You saw how much the safer barrier moved and really took a lot of impact away from Justin Marks. But when this wreck started, it all starts off turn 4. Obviously, the 19 car, he's got the fast car on the racetrack. He's coming at a high rate of speed. And he's saying right now, I want the bottom. But Justin Marks, look how early he turns. He's turning and saying, hey, I'm going to the bottom. He's giving him plenty of notice saying I'm coming down. But Suarez had decided he was going there anyway. And two guys battling for the same spot. But that could have been avoided. The 19 and Suarez could have gotten out of the throttle a little bit and avoided that wreck.
Let's listen into what Daniel Suarez had to say about this.
10 Corbin, and he was up when you went into the corner, and he came down in front of you. A lot, like he was going to let me go. I think he decided to go to the bottom.
Yeah, so you heard initially the spotter saying, he was up, but obviously there's only one person that controls that car, and that's the guy behind the wheel.
Well, you've got to pay attention to all the surroundings as a driver. There's a lot going on. We talk about the difficulty and how you have to attack this place, but you can see there was a slower car in front of the 42 that he was approaching that was in front of him, so you've got to anticipate he's coming down. It's not like Justin Marks wasn't running at a good rate of speed. He was running up inside the top 5, so you have to anticipate those things, and so if you're going to win a championship, you have to make a little better decisions in those type of situations.
Let's take another look at this crash and focus in on the safer barrier.
Well, you can see right here, we talked about it. See the left front tire, how it was turned to the right. You saw him try to get it turned back left, but couldn't get it turned back quick enough. But watch the impact and watch the foam blocks. Watch how these foam blocks move. Those things, they just crush, and then you see the wall come back out. But the foam blocks crushing, that takes the G-forces away from the driver. A huge advancement in motorsports. I mean, unbelievable how different it feels when you hit one of these walls versus a concrete wall.
Yeah, just incredible what it's been able to do, and it's allowed someone like Justin Marks right there to walk away from that, because even though it still stuns you, it's nothing like hitting that concrete barrier.
So that caution came out, and it's going to create a little bit of madness here. The 11 car, great strategy. He stayed out, did what he needed to do, but there's only 9 cars on the lead lap. So Alex Bowman is the first